Hey guys, Bound here. I am back and ready to upload some more content now. For the next coming months, I'm going to be uploading more Splatoon 3 and more Pokemon Legends Arceus content, so I will see you guys later and I hope you all stay tuned for that. I'm going to be uploading that until Pokemon Scarlet and Violet come out in November, and then I'm going to be grinding the crap out of that game. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the video. Yo, what is going on guys? It's Bound here and I want to talk about a little bit about Gen 9 and a bit of speculation on what things can be going on in the meta. So yeah, this is just complete speculation obviously. So yeah, the first thing I wanted to talk about actually was Series 13 Generation 8 actually, but I'm not going to be playing in it as I said in my other videos because I don't really want to play in a format where there's just a bunch of like random, you can just use any legendary, there's no restrictions, so you can use 6 legendaries on one team. You can also use mythicals, and it just really comes down to a metagame where you don't really have to put that much effort in to get like wins, because you can literally just click overpowered moves and over, and your opponent has to guess on what to like lead and stuff, and I don't really like that metagame because like it just doesn't fun, and I already tried it and it's not fun from what I've done. So yeah, not gonna be trying that out, or not gonna keep doing that. But one of the main things that's gonna be pretty like in terms of items gonna be used is Covert Cloak, because it actually protects from things like Skull Burns, Fake Out, which is, you know, definitely a pretty good move. And this actually is going to buff physical attackers even more. Like, I still think special attackers are better than physical attackers, because of how the meta works, and special attackers can break through. They have better tools. I mean, like, special attackers have lower counterplay, is what I'm trying to say, than physical attackers, because, well, you have the burns that can affect physical attackers. You have intimidate. There's no intimidate for special attackers. There's no burn, like there's nothing you can like do to status special attackers to weaken them like burns for physical attackers. So like, yeah, that's why I think they're better. But you can use Cobra Click on physical attackers. I think that's probably going to be pretty useful. This Mirror Herb item is going to be, I don't know how people are going to make use of that, but I definitely think it's going to be pretty useful. Same with the loaded dice. I think that multi-hit mods like Breloom's actually coming back. That's crazy. Pokemon we had not seen since Gen 7, so that's crazy cool. And in general, Terastalization, the concept of Terastalization is going to be very interesting in the meta, because I think that it's going to make the metagame more, like, it's going to be more, there's going to be more variety, because when you have Terastalization, I still think there's going to be a few like centralized Pokemon, but there's going to be a lot of Pokemon that are going to be raising in viability, which I think is really awesome, because like with Dynamax, it kind of made some Pokemon viable that weren't, but at the same time, it made the Pokemon that already were good too powerful. And with this, I don't think it's going to be that like that. I think it's going to be better in terms of balance, because like I said, any Pokemon can use this mechanic, or any Pokemon can go into any type. So this is going to really benefit Pokemon that have 4 times weaknesses, right? Because like Tyranitar, you can just Terrastalize into a ghost type and just turn that 4 times weakness into immunity, which is kind of broken, but I don't think it's like terribly broken. Like, it's just a ghost type, you can adapt to it. I mean, but it seems broken on the surface, but I don't think it's gonna like affect that much in terms of like meta breaking stuff. And also what I think Terastalizing is gonna do is get rid of Stall. Like, I don't think Stall is gonna be that good in Generation 9, because you can Terastalize. Like, if you have Stall Pokemon that have 4 times weakness, like Ferrothorn, you have Landorus, Therian, you have Mega, like Scizor. I mean, this is an old Gen 7 page, but you get the idea. When you have like, let's say you have a Terastalize what's it called? You have a steel type that can terastalize, right? Not only can they destroy Clefable, but you can use the ice terastalize. So what this does is basically gives Pokemon coverage. It's basically hidden power, like better hidden power, because not only do you get stab boost off of the Terastalize move, which is crazy to think about, you can literally just use any type, and it isn't IV dependent either, so breeding is going to be very simple. You don't have to breed for hidden power, specific hidden power types, which is, I think, really good, because that was very annoying in Generation 6 and 7, and even lower. Like, it was just, especially in like Gen 6, when there wasn't really like the breeding was very difficult. So I think, well, compared to now at least, in terms of hidden power, but yeah, Salt Cores are going to be broken like very easily with Terastalization, in my opinion, because of the increased coverage. The reason why Star Cores were so good is because Pokemon weren't strong enough, but I think Terastalization is gonna make Pokemon strong enough to be able to break through the cores, but not like become overpowered. Because especially with the the video, I watched this Falsehood Gaming video recently about the Rampardos theorem. It's actually a term that they came up with, and basically it talks about how Pokemon and like damage isn't everything when it comes to Pokemon battling, which is something I agree with. And when you have a Pokemon that has a crap ton of like physical attack or special attack, it really doesn't matter that much, because in reality all you need them to do is just kill the Pokemon on the screen, like do 100% damage at least, or just do enough to kill, when they don't have to have that much attack to do that in theory. So like, I think Terastalization is gonna give that Pokemon just enough to kill what it needs to, but not like become overpowered. Like Dynamax, in my opinion, is a little bit overpowered, especially on certain Pokemon, but I don't think Terastalization is gonna be like that. And also with the Rampardos theorem in general, it actually applies to a lot of teams I build, because the reason why it's called the Rampardos theorem is that Pokemon like Rampardos isn't good because it's slow and like doesn't have that much bulk. So it kind of removes like anything it can do, because if you have a slow Mon, it has to take a hit before doing anything. And well, Rampardos can't really take that much hits. So if I use a slow Mon, it has to be really bulky, and it also has to hit really hard, because I want to be able to it depends on the team, it depends on the Pokemon, but when I use a Stallmon, I want it to be faster than other Stallmons, like Manibuzz, like Rotom Heat. As you've seen in my other videos, I've used faster tanks like Jellicent even, that outspeed like the really bulky tanks like Toxapex, Reuniclus, Solbro, Chansey, all these tanks, because if they're not going to be doing that much damage, then you at least want to outspeed, because it gives you that just a little bit edge. And as I've said before, speed is the most important stat in Pokemon by far, because it just adds to the Rampardos theorem also, because obviously you want to be able to outspeed things. It basically allows you to control the pace of the match, and when you don't have control over the match, like, you're not going to be able to win, because even you could use Trick Room to turn the tides in your favor, and I'm actually thinking bulky Trick Room is going to be really good in Gen 9, because you can use like Terastalization, like when you have Life Orb Trick Room Pokemon and they Terastalize to the one type coverage they need, they're gonna break through so many Pokemon. Like, I'm just thinking Stall is just off the table. Like, if you're a decent player that knows like how to deal with Stall and like in the first place, you shouldn't be struggling. I don't think you could be struggling with Stall in Gen 9, because there's just, the counterplay is going to go up, like, for sure. And we also saw the introduction of heavy duty boots as well, so Stall teams that like to stack hazards and make you switch out over and over, well, that isn't really going to affect you that much with heavy duty boots. And also you can, there's more counterplay with rapid spin and defog. Rapid spin got buffed. You know, there's a lot of counterplay to stall. And you can use bulky mons, which can counter offense, but you can't, I don't think you can get away with full stall in this generation because of just how much counterplay there will be, like I said. So this is going to force more balanced teams, which is really what I like. I love making balanced teams, and it also just contributes to a balanced metagame in my opinion, because like I said, I don't think there's going to be that many centralized Pokemon like every other gen, because I mean there might be a few, but I don't think there's going to be that many centralized Pokemon. And when we look at the new Pokemon list that's coming back, we have like pretty big threats like Chansey. I'm not really scared of Chansey. Like, the thing is, as the gens go on, I feel like the counter play to stall is going up every generation. Generation was broken in Gen 6. We got some tools in Generation 7. We got some tools in Generation 8. And we're about to get another tool in Generation 9. So that's really cool. And also just Pokemon in general getting access to new moves, new like setup moves, new items, you know. I think it's going to be very good for this generation, because I think that there's just going to be so many strategies with Terastalization. There's going to be so many viable Pokemon in my opinion. And yeah, that's really all I have to say for this video. But yeah, I just think Generation 9 is going to be absolutely ridiculous in a good way. Because yeah, you won't be, I don't really like centralized metagames in my opinion. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys later.